So we are now level 17. Try not to, oh my goodness, trying not to over level the area, but I mean, Cat is so freaking fast. Wailing Caverns. Yes. Very interested to see what the changes are for this one. Let's get the quests. So we didn't see any in RFC. For a second there, I thought that said Cobain's boots.
Go in peace.
The winds guide you. Ancestors watch over you.
Look at these. Alright, Wailing Caverns. Let's see what this one is all about. Rock star of a tank we have here. Oh my goodness. I totally would skin these guys, but my skinning's not high enough. That's actually one thing I need to focus on, especially maybe next episode or just off screen. I definitely need to take care of that. In case you've never been here, though I'm pretty sure most of you have, welcome to Wailing Caverns in Cataclysm. So far looks very similar, if not practically so far the same as it would in Anniversary.
I don't have a target.
And we just also aggro the very first boss of the dungeon. Let's go ahead and take care of that druid first before we mark. Okay, let's go ahead and mark Miss Anaconda? Anacondra. She is level 20, so it's a little bit high for us. 3 levels, heck, actually 2 levels can really make all the difference. I'm probably within the range. No, I'm not. Serpent Shoulders, 6 to agility and 6 to stamina. I'm definitely going to need on that. And the paladin got it. Okay.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
Ugh. Well, it was bound to happen, right? Congratulations to our buddy there, Arasu. Glad we have somebody that can revive us. That was kind of unfortunate, but live and learn. Live and learn. Let's go ahead and call our pet. So, welcome back. And back in the action we go. We're already almost to level 18. It's pretty wild to think about. I'm not too sure still why that paladin would need... I know the stamina, I get that, but it's a leather piece. It's not like mail or anything, so... But hey, it's been decades since I've played Pally, so... Not too sure if he really needed it or he just did it just to do it. We're not doing too bad though. I think the group is still keeping a very good pace. I believe Mr. Turtle will be walking around as well. Can't wait to see him again. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments as well for Hunter, for any Hunter players out there. Let me know some things that I could focus on or some things that I could do a little bit differently. Always open to listening to more experienced players and just kind of get the flow for things. Halfway there. That's cool. I don't know if we dropped down this early yet.
I need a target.
There's our turtle buddy over there, Crash. Seems like we're gonna go ahead and take care of him. I forgot what he drops. I think he drops a shield that is pretty good for paladins low level. There we go. The worn turtle shell shield. I don't need that, so I'm actually going to go ahead and pass. Yep, Paladin got it as expected. Oh, I didn't know we can get hides off of... I didn't know we can get hides off of the crocodiles. The gators. I don't need that, so by all means... Oh, the serpent blooms. Gosh, I wasn't paying attention. So much going on, even as a DPS. This is like there's a lot going on. Almost forgot. There's like 2 different fetch quests you can do here. Snacks.
That spell isn't over yet. I don't have a target.
Nah, I don't think these guys would drop the hide. It's okay.
I need a target.
It's nice having a pet in dungeons because you feel like you have an extra party member just to do just a little bit of extra damage.
Then we'll crush you.
I don't have a target.
Lord Pythos.
That's still recharging.
Nice. Stinging Viper. I've actually never seen this piece of gear drop. A one-handed mace with 48 top end, and chance on hit is to poison and nature damage. Not for me, but for somebody that needs it, good. It's I'm sure it's a pretty good piece. I've just never seen that. That's the first time I think in my all my years of playing WoW, I've never seen that piece of gear drop. Nice, maybe we still have a chance to get these hides. Serpent Bloom, nice. Now, in Classic Annie, you would still have to do, you'd have to do multiple rounds to get your these specific dungeon quests done. So it's good that they tailored it now to where it's like, okay, let's just make it easy, because not everybody wants to sit there and spend their time having to rerun the same dungeon over and over and over again. Things are a little bit much easier in that regard. Get in there, Seth, you lazy cat. You hate snakes anyway. Get in there, dude. We'll agree on that. I don't need that either. Yeah, we'll agree on that. Nice. It's one piece of gear just to rotate through. I did swap to a two-handed weapon. I still would like to pursue spears if that is a thing, but I think for the majority, it seems like we tend to focus more, or hunters can tend to focus more on two-handed swords. I've yet to see a hunter really do anything with axes. I could be wrong though. I see like more so endgame hunters tend to just favor double-handed swords. Grunt braces of the bear. We'll upgrade on that. Why not? Lord Cobran.
Not ready yet.
You will never wake the dreamer.
Second phase. The Robe of the Moccasin. This is another piece of gear that I've never seen drop before. 6 to stamina, 6 to intellect, and 6 to spirit. An awesome early piece of gear. Shoutouts to Ziandris, who is probably going to get it. Pass on that. Congratulations. Awesome, awesome piece of gear to have early on. So, I gotta recall him. Where are you, sir? Goofball. Is that the final boss of this level? There you go, boy. Good to have you back with us, you lazy cat. So we have a mage, shaman, let's see here, warrior, druid, mage, shaman, and hunter. Not a bad setup, I would imagine. Mr. Scum. And with that, we hit level 18 and the tail spike dropped. I want to say the very common drop. Nice. Call Pet 2, tracking of the undead. Very nice. We got a lot of catching up to do in terms of points, but we're gonna go ahead and pass on that because I'm not a dagger type of person. And we're almost cleared with this dungeon. I think it's just 2 more bosses if I recall correctly. Just climbing through these levels. I'm almost afraid of over leveling past the areas, but we're still gonna try to take care of everything in Darkshore, at least to the best of my ability.
I can't
And these levels are just flying by quickly. Cata really is different with the leveling. A 2-handed axe. We'll agree on it. Why not? And just like as I was saying in Rage RFC, if there's something that heals, take it out first. In a pull, just take it out first. Everything else comes second to the healer, and then you have any ranged, particularly warlocks.
That's still recharging.
And then you go to whatever the tank is focusing on, unless the tank specifically states to focus on that specific target. In later dungeons, you just tend to focus on what the tank is focusing on. But if there's certain ads that you can take care of for them, then take care of very, very particular ads. These things give me some... Ooh, congratulations. These things give me some memories of Moradin. The infamous jump that people tend to miss, myself included. I've absolutely missed that jump multiple times. There's no animation for it, that sucks.
I need a target. I cannot attack that.
That's funny that the Wailing Caverns title just gave up. I'm like, we already went through that. Fairy Dragon. This is a rare. I've never seen this thing before. Another one, the Fire Belcher. 3+ to stamina, 3+ to intellect. Great piece for mages. Or definitely a pretty good early on piece, so congratulations once again, Asiandris. One thing I've noticed is that in grouping, at least in Cata, here's the jump, by the way, for those of you that have never seen it. Oh, I guess Sub made the jump too. And looks like we all did. The jump, that gap I think that gap used to be a lot bigger than that, though. It looked a little bit less, way less intimidating than what I remember it to be. So I've noticed in Cata groups, there's a lot less talking going on versus in Classic Annie, where there's a lot of talking going on, especially if it's not going well. Wailing Caverns overall, though, is a pretty cool dungeon. It's a little bit longer, but there's some cool sights to see. Oh, excuse me, Lord Serpentis, and then so there should be 3 more bosses if I recall correctly. Plus an escort if those exist in Cata.
I am the Serpent King. I can do anything.
Let's take care of this ad real quick. And let's go ahead and mark. Footpads of the Fang. This is a part of a set. 5 to agility, 5 to stamina. Great piece for us. He needed it. I kind of want to need it as well. Because it is, but I'm a nice guy. We're going to go ahead and just... we'll greed on it. Gear to me isn't necessarily all that important. The journey and the adventure of the game is always more important to me. Getting to play with friends is always more important to me. Gear, especially in like Cata, I feel gets replaced really quickly. So I'm not really concerned about it. Now, like level 40 and up, when mail becomes an option for hunters, that's when I'll definitely be a little bit more picky. The Spored Cape, 5 plus the stamina, 4 plus the spirit. Again, an awesome piece. Stamina would be good. And Mankrik dropped it, or Mankrik got it. Good stuff. Sa, being the courageous cat that he is, also took the leap with us, the big leap of faith. Very nice. Awesome job, everyone. Bismillah. Excellent runs, and I think that might have actually been it. I don't know if there's the one part in the like there's one little last part where you can there's a sleeping guy on a table or anything, and then there's this big Murloc that comes out the thing. I don't know if that's in Cata,
What brings you
but it
here?
was in Classic,
Go in peace.
so that might have been it.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
Nice. Turn these in. And I would like to go with the boots, definitely. Mail, again, doesn't become an option until then, so it's either going to be the gloves or the boots. Let's go ahead and replace, because the boots is definitely giving us a little bit more. Honestly, both good. Let's go ahead and take the boots. Very nice team. Good job to everybody, good job to the group. So it turns out I was correct. There is one last part of this dungeon. And that is the escort. So beginning in the second dungeon and up, there's an escort quest. I don't think Ragefire I don't believe had anybody, but this is the Purification of the Caverns quest. There's a few quests as well in SFK. that you can do. Oh wow, he's running. Big difference in comparison to Classic. Classic, they walk. Also, I did forget to mention at the beginning of the episode, we did get gifted some bags, so backspace right now is not going to be a problem for us, at least not until a little bit later on. Could go for tailoring and get the bigger bags. Oh wow, that was really freaking easy. You just walk straight here. A little bit surprised on that. I was expecting a little bit more of a struggle bus there. Janai have nice freaking dance animations. And so this begins. Somebody leveled. Hammer, definitely pass on that. Now we get the ectoplasms. These are spawning a lot quicker, too.
I don't have a target. And there should be one more thing. And that should be the boss, who is a Murloc dude who spawns, yep, right here. Mutinous the Devourer. And achievement unlocked.
At last.
Wailing Caverns has been achieved. We also have the muted scale breastplate. Requires a level 16. And then we also have, well, two really good pieces. We're going to go ahead and greet on both. That's very cool. I don't think I've ever seen this one drop. And we got the mutant scale breastplate. That's pretty cool. Too bad we can't equip it until way later on to where there's already going to be better stuff. Glowing shard, pick that up. Awesome stuff, and that completes Wailing Caverns. Great job to the team, excellent job to the tank, and great job to our partner, Eziandris and Arasu. It was all good stuff. Great job to Sa, he actually followed me for once. Gonna go ahead and teleport out of the dungeon.